Staying with that Illinois theme, recognize Mr. Sorensen for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and to our ranking member. Agriculture in America today is being stressed from all different directions. New invasive pests are spreading from pen to pen and field to field. New weather patterns are developing, causing more frequent derechos, flash flooding, and as of today, the University of Nebraska reports nearly half of our country is experiencing drought conditions. Point being, we need smarter, safer solutions. Illinois farmers, as the Congresswoman had mentioned, were some of the best in the world when it comes to increasing production and being resilient in the face of adversity. Our job's on this committee to make sure that operations can be passed on to the next generation. We must give our farmers the tools that they need to succeed. I believe innovation is how we make the biggest move forward. We can use biologicals to lower inputs needed to deter pests, and microbes can help us grow crops. In my district, the beacon of innovation is the Department of Agriculture's National Center for Agriculture Utilization Research. But those of us in the heart of Illinois, we know it as the Peoria Ag Lab. Famous for discovering the method to mass-produce penicillin, the Ag Lab continues to be at the forefront in developing value-added agricultural products and has been for nearly 80 years. A key area of the lab's work focuses on enhancing crop resilience. Scientists there have developed a natural pest control from a byproduct of mustard seed, and also found a red cedar plant compounds that help predatory ladybird beetles. Innovation allows us to control crop pests naturally. And there's even more research that goes way above my head. From precision agriculture to increasing soil quality, providing resilience, the problem here is this. The path from laboratory to farm field, it remains too long and too uncertain. And it's not just creating innovation, it's scaling up, it's meeting standards, it's earning producer trust, and it's building supply chains. That requires investment. And it requires bipartisan agreement that we still want to make sure that farmers have access to the tools that they succeed. Mr. Cameron, we'll begin with you. I've heard stories where something so simple as failing to specify how to properly apply biologicals to crops actually lowered the effectiveness. Ultimately, it wasted the farmer's time and money. In your testimony, you made a couple of suggestions, such as creating incentives and providing technical guidance. Could you elaborate on this? And are there specific products that you've seen adopted that farmers were initially wary of, but then they came around to it? And how do we help identify new uses for biologicals?
I understand that biologicals are new for many growers. Their margins, as you know, are thin. They're reluctant to take the chance on a new product, especially when we talk about biologicals that may require special application, special handling, maybe a combination of several biologicals to make the products function synergistically to be effective. We know that there's actually not many people out there that really have the knowledge for that, the training, to be able to articulate that to the growers at the level that they'll want to try and understand. We've been working with trying new products on our farm. We're constantly doing our own
trial and error,
trials.
Right?
Yeah, we sometimes think we're a test or research station, but but we know that if we don't do it, we're gonna be left behind. And
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I want to get to Mr. Weatherby. You know, as a scientist myself, I'm always concerned with the increasing anti-science rhetoric around the country, and it gets politicized, and it's terrible, honestly. You know, we've seen it in campaigns around GMOs and corn syrup, and now consumers are becoming skittish when they hear gene editing. I've got 30 seconds left. How can companies like Agrigene and the government more effectively communicate the safety of new technologies?
Well, part of it, I think, is financing the science and being supportive of the science, particularly if it's the U.S. science, right? And it's in our nation's interest. So part of it is going back to more of a fact-based approach of, you know, this is the facts, we've tested it, we've put it out in our land-grant universities, we've had some of our best scientists test this, and here's the proven facts about this, not the hearsay. And I think it's important to get back to the facts and to then make sure that that's being represented to the growers that then get the opportunity to try some of these tools. As is said, some of them will work, some won't, but part of it's trying to find that out and doing that early through trusted people like what we have as in terms of our scientists and folks at land-grant universities is very important.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you so much to our panel, and Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Representative Eric Sorensen highlighted the mounting pressures facing U.S. agriculture, from invasive pests and changing weather patterns to widespread drought. He praised the resilience and productivity of Illinois farmers, but emphasized the need to provide them with better tools to secure the future of farming for the next generation. Sorensen pointed to innovation, particularly in biological pest control and soil health, as a critical path towards sustainable progress. He referenced the USDA's National Center for Agriculture Utilization Research in Peoria, an institution known for nearly 80 years of breakthroughs, including natural pest controls derived from mustard seed byproducts and cedar compounds that aid beneficial insects. Despite these advances, Sorensen noted that the journey from laboratory discovery to widespread use in the field remains slow, hampered by the challenges of scaling production, meeting standards, and establishing supply chains. Farmers, he observed, are often hesitant to adopt new biological products because of thin profit margins, special application requirements, and a lack of technical guidance. Witnesses described how trial-and-error testing on farms is frequently necessary to determine whether such products are effective. Sorensen also voiced concern over the growing distrust in scientific institutions, with agricultural technologies like GMOs and gene editing often caught in public skepticism. The panel stressed that clear, fact-based communication, grounded in rigorous testing by trusted institutions, is essential to building confidence in new farming methods. They agreed that close collaboration between government, scientists, and producers is the key to ensuring innovations reach farms effectively and safely.